Hi everyone, welcome to Step by Step SaaS training. Today we will discuss on the events general observation class, one of the domain that is called adverse event. As we discussed in the earlier section, the SDTM IG 3.2 section has been divided into multiple sections. In the first one is a special purpose domain. So in the special purpose domain, we can see comments, subjects elements, demographics, subjects, visits. And the second one is the interventions general observation class. We can see like a concomitant medication, exposure, procedures, exposure collected and substances. So another third one is events general observation class, and it is in that we can see adverse event disposition, healthcare encounters, clinical events, protocol deviations, and medical history. So today we will discuss on the adverse events domain. It is very important and one of the safety domain we will submit to the regulatory when the product we want to file for the approval. So what is actually adverse event? So adverse event is nothing but it is untoward event which is not expected usually after the administration of a drug product to a subject. And as per the SDTM IG and as per the requirement, every event after the subject sign on the informed consent form has to be captured. So you can see the exact definition as per the ICH guidelines here about the adverse event definition. This is called any untoward medical occurrence in a patient or as a who is participating in a clinical study or clinical investigation subject administered a pharmaceutical product and which does not necessarily have to have a casual relationship with this treatment. See, here the important thing is like if a subject gets any untoward medical occurrence or adverse events, that event is not necessary to administered drug product. So we have some variable like AEREL which captures the information like whether the treatment drug is related to adverse event or not. We'll see the variables one by one. It is very important and we should have very good understanding on the variables, because if we see in the adverse events related domains, when we complete like adverse event at the SDTM level and we will call it as a ADAE in the ADAM level, and based on the ADAM data sets we will make very good number of tables as per the study requirement. And it is very important domain and expected to know the variable values also, because if we know the variable values it is very easy to make the tables or select the variables for the subsetting for the making the tables. So we will see the variable here slowly. First one is we will see the structure of the data set, how it looks. So one record per adverse event per subject. Okay, so one records like for example, if we are in adverse event domain in the SDTM level, if we have 10 records for one subject, we can see the 10 adverse events per event. Like even for example, you can see 5 records on the same day but different time points we can see. So every adverse event we can see one record. Okay, understanding of the adverse events values important, and it is a programmer's one of the job responsibility to see how the values has been populated. If required, the data issues has to be escalated to the manager or lead programmer. Okay, so the if you please understand the structure of the domain or specifications. So as per the SDTM IG, as we discussed for the demographics domain, here also this section is into 7 columns. Like first is variable name, variable label type, control terms or code list formats, and the role and cities nodes and core. So to understand the variable, please read the cities nodes with respect to that particular variable. And in each domain, few variables are compulsory to be present. So where can we find that category? Here, based on the core. Like when you get the product, when you get the SDTM dataset validation, first check whether the required variables are present in the dataset. If it is not present, you can inform to the primary programmer that some variables which are important as per the SDTM IG required variables are missing. That is very important point to check. And also I said in my earlier sessions, SDTM domains uh, typically contains 2 letters. Like for the adverse event dataset, we can see AE stands for adverse event. And also the next important point to know about each domain is the what is the topic variable. So in the adverse event, for the topic variable is AE term. AE term is it is a verbatim name of a event. And you see here all topic variables are required variables for the domain, and it is very important interview question also. You can see as a expected interview question. Next one is here I want to discuss about the like a study ID, domain, unique subject ID. So these are the required variables, and we discussed the domains like this variables definitions remain same across all our domains. Coming to the AE sequence, so sequence number. So for example, if a subject gets 10 adverse event on different dates, so based on the ascending date, the sequence for particular adverse event to be assigned. It is very important. Sequence number given to ensure uniqueness of a subject records within a domain. We can see typically values in the AE sequence as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. Next one is AE reference ID. And if you see here, this is permissible variable. And here is AE sponsor ID. This is also permissible variable. What is actually reference ID? AE reference ID. So usually I can say this is a typical CRF line number or the person who is entering adverse event. That information also we can capture the values we can see in the AE reference ID combination of alphabet and numeric or numeric values. So it is the definition as per the CITES notes is internal or external identifier such as a serial number on an SAE reporting form. SAE reporting form we can capture, and this is the permissible variable. And usually to compare this variable value with other domain, another variable value, usually we can use this AE reference ID. Always remember this is the identifier variable and permissible core variable. Next is sponsor ID. So if you see the variable label sponsor defined identifier, And very important, the sponsor. Who is the sponsor usually? Who is the main responsible to start the clinical trials? Clinical trials. So when he thought of starting the clinical trials, he might be expected to see, or he wants to check specific adverse events in within that particular study. So he may give some numbers to particular that event. So that is called sponsor ID. And this is also very important, and we can expect it to see this is if the sponsor specifies us, then only we can see this variable. Otherwise we cannot expect it to see this value. You can see here sponsor defined identifier. It may be pre-printed on CRF. Explicit line identifier define the sponsor operational database. Line number on adverse event event page. Ultimately, this is a pre-specified or sponsor defined adverse event particular number. Next here is AE term. This is the topic variable and reported term for the adverse event. It is very important, and usually like it, I can say it is like a general term, a call for any adverse event. That's why it is a verbatim name of a particular event, and this is a required variable. It should be present in the ADAE dataset. Next one is AE modify. So AE modified. So it is a slightly modified verbatim name, and this is a permissible variable. So if you see here, since AE term is required and AE modified is not necessary to present, but if the study demands, and we can capture this variable, that's why you can see here AE term is modified to facilitate the coding, only for the coding purpose. Then AE modified will contain the modified text. We can see the slightly updated text in the AE modified, but meaning is not changed, remains same. Here I want to go for the next variable called AELLT. So AELLT, it is a lowest level term, and if you see here MEDRA, control term is MEDRA. MEDRA means medical dictionary for regulatory activities, and if you see here dictionary derived text description of the lowest level term. So if you see here, understanding of the MEDRA is very important, because any event, it has been capturing of the information has capturing of the information has been separated or divided into different sections. So as per the medical MEDRA hierarchy, we can see particular event lowest level term, and followed by preferred term, followed by high level term, followed by high level group term, and another one is system organ class. So always MEDRA, like when, for example, when the subject who is participating in a clinical study, when he informs the adverse event, the investigation starts. Like, what is the adverse event related to? And what is the level of high level term for that adverse event? Is there any group associated with? Then to which system organ class that adverse event is affected? Presently, we have 23 system organ class section values in the MEDRA. And if you see here, for example, lowest level term for when the subject feeling uneasy, then it is called in the preferred term in a general manner as nausea. And these symptoms are nausea and vomiting symptoms. and this is a gastrointestinal signs and symptoms, and this is a gastrointestinal disorder. So based on the low level term, the values will be mapped. And if you see here, all these values are character values. And in SDTM IG 3.2, in the adverse event domain, for every this text for our variable, we can see like AE, LLT. But for this preferred term, in the MEDRA, we will call it as a preferred term, but in the SDTM IG, we can call it as a AE decode. It's a very, very important. We don't see AE PT variable, we see AE decode variable. The next one is AE. Here in the MEDRA, it is HLT, high level term. But in the MEDRA, in the SDTM IG, it is a AE HLT. And here high level group term in the SDTM IG, it is a AE HLGT. And in the system organ class, it is a AE SOC. And for each and every variable in the SDTM IG has numeric coding. So we can see low level term as a AE LLT code, and for the preferred term AE PT code. In usually in the character, the variable is AE decode, but the numeric coding variable is AE PT code, PTCD. Then we can see as a AE HLTCD, and for the high level group term, we can see AE HLGTCD as a high level group term code, and here SOC we can see as a AE SOC code. And it is very, very important. No, no variable length should not be more than 8 characters if as per the SDTM IG guidelines. And the variable label, it should not be more than 40 characters. Variable length is 8 characters and variable label is not more than 40 characters. And you can see here, like just now what we discussed is the lowest level term and is a variable qualifier, dictionary derived test or lowest level term, and it is a expected variable code classification is expected. And here we have again AE LLT code. And you see here AE decode. AE decode is in the MEDRA, we'll call it as a PT in the MEDRA. And dictionary derived text description of the AE term. What is the AE term? It is a verbatim term and it is a topic variable. And when you slightly modify AE term, you can see AE modify values. That's why you can see here AE term or AE modify, and it is equivalent to the preferred term, which is called in the MEDRA. And you can see here AEPT code is a numeric variable, and up to here all these are uh, character variables. But when we see the MEDRA, then some numeric coding variables you can see here. So like this we have AEHLT, HLT code, HLGT, HLGT code. Next is we have is AE category. So category of a adverse event, the type of adverse event. So we have this is a permissible variable. We can see expect this variable or not. The values we can see for particular adverse event, neuropsychiatric or bleeding. And this is a category for adverse event, and it is a text selected based on the category of adverse event. Again, this subcategory is divided into subcategory of that particular events, and it is a neurological. For example, it is a neurological adverse subcategory. So you may see adverse events related to the neurological. Then when you're making the tables, you need to select the AE category, AE subcategory, and obviously we will select the AESOC, some other variables as per the mock shells. Okay, it is very, that's why I'm saying it is important when you start learning the variables, you can see the values, and slowly if you understand the variable name, automatically at least you will get some idea on the variable values. Okay, and next one is AE pre-specified. So what is the variable value here? Sorry, label is pre-specified adverse event. So if during the clinical study some adverse events are expected, and if that adverse event is happening to the subject, this AE pre-specified value is what value is populated. That is, a value y indicates that the event was pre-specified on the CRF, and this is also permissible variable. Coming to here is next variable is AE bodices. So body system or organ class. If you see here, dictionary derived body system organ or organ class used by the sponsor from the coding dictionary. So practically what is here is we can see AE body sys and AE SOC variables, but if there are multiple meta path or secondary meta path is present, particular adverse event or has to be mapping is required, then the AE bodies values will be changed in the atom level, and it is very important that if it based on the requirement only, these values will be changed or updated. Otherwise, this AE body sys and AE SOC values are remain same. That's why you see here, this is dictionary derived body system or organ class. If you see here SOC variable value definition, sorry, here if you see, oh sorry, here primary system organ class. So AESOC is a primary system organ class, and here body system is body system or organ class. That's why AESOC is an expected variable, and AE bodies is also expected variable. You can see the values different AESOC if required only. Otherwise, usually we will capture AESOC values and AE body SOC values. There is a literatures available on the multiple multiple dictionary paths, but when we want to see the primary system organ class, this values is remaining same. That's why you can see when you using a multi-axial dictionary such as MEDRA, this should be contain SOC used for the sponsors analysis and summary tables, which may not necessarily be primary system organ class. That's why you can see it is not necessary to be primary system organ class every time. If required, the values can be changed in AE body sys. Since we have here body sys, we also have AE body sys code also as a numeric variable body system organ class. Okay, next is SOC and SOC code. If you see here, these are the MEDRA related variables, and we discuss like LLT, PT, HLT, HLGT, and SOC. Next one is AE LOC, location of particular adverse events, where that adverse event is happened to the subject, describes the anatomical location for the event, and this is also permissible variable. And next variable is AE SEV. AESVC is nothing but severity, and it is very important that how the subject's adverse event, like it is a mild, it is a moderate, or severity. You can see the tables using the AE SEV variable using also. Next variable is AE SER. It is a serious event. So serious event, yes or not. If the the particular subject adverse event is very serious, then we can see the values as a yes, otherwise no, we can see. Okay, it is a serious event. Next one is AE action. What is the AE action is after getting adverse events to the subject, what is the action taken? That is important to know. So what happens when the subject gets adverse event? Immediately some action to be taken, like there might be change in the dose, like we can see typical values as drug withdrawn, means the drug might be withdrawn from the treatment, and dose reduced based on the condition of the subject, and dose increased if required, and dose not changed because there might be no change in the dose, they keep remain same, and unknown, we might know, we don't know what happened to the treatment, what exactly taken or not applicable, and we can see in the atom level, AE action or A action or ACN action as a multiple actions can be taken. All it is depends on the how the SDTM level values are populating. And we have another variable called AEACNOTH, other action taken. So if you see here, 1 minute, I will wait here. Like here, if you see AEACN variable, this is the expected variable. You may see sometimes the variable value might be missing, means we don't know what is the action taken, or if you can see some values might be drug withdrawn, dose reduce increase, some values we can see. So typically it is a action taken with study treatment. Very important to see here, and there should not be confusion, because we have another variable like action taken with some other treatment, but here we have only action taken with study treatment, means study treatment here is investigational product, and we have the tables for to use this variable. And we have next is here is AE action others. What is AE action others is there any other action has been taken? What might be taken? Any other action, like treatment are unblinded, because some blinded, if the treatment is blinded and we are not sure about that, so the treatment will be unblinded, and we can know the drug name. Based on that, the action can be taken to the subject to save the subject from the adverse event, or primary care physicians notified, like they inform to some other physicians to check the subject severity on the adverse events. We can see the list in the listings. Usually when the atom developed, after that we will make the tables listings and figures, and in the table, in the listings we use multiple variables to describe about the adverse event, so we can see AE action others also, because we should know about the subjects AE action and AE action others also here. Next we have here AE rel variable, and it is very important variable, and this is a Causality means relationship to the treatment. Here if you see here, AE action is equal to action taken with study treatment, and AE relation. So AE relations means whether that adverse event is related to the investigational product or treatment drug. So that's why if you see CD's notes here, records the investigator opinion as the causality to the event to the treatment. So it might be the values we can see not related, unlikely, related, possibly related, or related values we can see. Next variable we can see is AERELNST. It is a relationship to non-study treatment. Like if the subject is taking any other medication along with the study treatment or investigational product, the adverse events may come due to the non-study treatment. So if in that case, the values can be populated or written like this, more likely related to aspirin use. So one particular subject, that adverse event is uh, like related to the aspirin use as per the definition here. Next one is AE PAT. AE-PAT, pattern of adverse event. We can see this as a typical listing variable, means AE related variable. What are the values we can see? Like intermittent means now and then, and continuous, the events are continuous, and we can see as a single event. And you see here like MEDRA variables and the identifier variables are required variables and expected variables, and from here few variables are permissible variables. Like if the study demands or statistician want to see the values, or the study want to populate the values, then only they capture these values. Permissible variables means this variable itself may present in the domain or not. Expected variable means we can see expect the variable, but we don't expect to see the values. And required variable means the variable and the value should be present in the domain particular data set. If this is not as per the SDTM IG, that domain is called as a incomplete domain. Required update eventually to complete the data set. Next variable is AE out. So what is the outcome of the adverse event? Means what happened to the subject, to the subject, whether the adverse event is resolved or the subject is not recovered, or recovered or resolved, or we can expect, we don't know, means like unknown, or we can also see fatal. Fatal means some bad condition to the subject, and we can also see but recovered with some issue. So we can see some values here, okay, for the particular adverse description of the outcome of event. Next we can see as a AESCAN. So AESCN means involves cancer. So if the subject is already have some cancer, so the adverse event is due to the cancer condition. So was a serious event associated with the development of cancer. Next one is AESCONG, means congenital anomaly or birth defect. Was the serious event associated with the congenital anomaly or birth defect? It is a very clear definition here. He is event is whether it is associated with the birth defect or not. And AE disability, persist or significant disability or incapacity. What is the series notice here? Did the event result in persistent or significant disability or incapacity to the subject. And next one is we can see as a AESDTH results in death, whether that serious event results in the death. If you see the values here, yes, then we can see that the same date in the demographics death date also, and the flag will be populated. Next we have is AESHOSP, means the subject requires or prolongs hospitalization for that particular adverse event due to that adverse event. Next one we have is AES life, is that adverse event is life threatening to the subject. And we have another variable is AESOD, means the adverse event is occurred with the overdose. And then we have is AESMIE, other medically important serious event. So that event is other medically important serious event also we can see in the means like that adverse event is leading to other medically important serious event. And if you observe here, one thing is we have one variable. If you see here, A is serious, means serious event. What is the values we can see? Yes or no, correct? So if you see here, S is important here, because if you see here, some variables are with S. You see here, AESEN means serious adverse event cancer, means this serious event associated with the development of, means when you see the serious event is equal to S, one of the value AESCAN or AESCONG or AES disability or AESDTH, AESHOSP, AESLIFE, AESOD will be either one of these variable values will be populated with yes. If it is not populated, it is a data issue. It is required to inform to the data manager. Next variable is AECONTRT, concomitant or additional treatment given. So whether subject got any other concomitant event, was another treatment given because of the occurrence of the event, because there might be chances that to pacify that adverse event, subjects required uh, some other treatment in terms of the treatment like concomitant medication given. Next one is the important variable, but it is a permissible variable in the AE. It is a AE toxicity grade, standard toxicity grade for particular event. Again, this has been classified into different types. So usually like there is a NCI, National Cancer Institute, clinical terminology, CTCAE, classification is present to classify the adverse event. Based on the classification, we can assign the uh, value in this with respect to particular event here, that is called AE toxicity grade value. And we have few variables left. The variable, the variable is the AE STDTC. So I discussed earlier section in other class about this date and time events, so date and time variables. All the date and time variables in the SDTM are character variable, but in the Adam level, these values are numeric level, because in the numeric date and time variables helps to calculate the dates calculations, but in the SDTM level we don't use any dates for the calculation purpose. That's why these are the character variable, and the format is ISO 860 format. And you can see here we have the two time date and time variables. It is a start date and time of an adverse event and end date and time of a adverse event. We can see the start date and end date. If the adverse event is happening on the same day, we can see on the same date, start date and end day. Okay, next we have the AE-STDY and AE-NDY. And also you can see AE-STDTC and AE-NDTC are what type of variables? These are the expected variables. We may see some events missing date and time also. Next one is AE-STDY. What is this? Study day of start of adverse event. And studied, and for the AE-ENDY we can see as a end day, study day of end of the adverse event. Usually we will calculate with the help of the reference start date to calculate the days day. Okay, so on which day from the treatment start date the adverse event is started, and up to on which day the end is happened to that adverse event. So we will calculate using the AE-STDTC and RF-STDTC. For AE-NDY, we use the RF-STDTC and AE-NDTC. And we have the AE duration. We never calculate numeric values in the SDTM. We calculate with the ADUR variable in the atom level, because we can subtract the AE-STDTC and AE-NDTC based on the before our treatment date. So we will get the value for the AE duration, because means duration of the adverse event, means how long that adverse event present for particular subject. But in the SDTM level we captured with P1 D2 TH, like this is a, like it is a 1 day 2 hours and it is a period. Okay, next one is AE ENRF. So the sponsor will define a particular duration, and after the duration, what is the condition of the adverse event. So you can see AENR of end relative to reference period describes the end of the event relative to the sponsor defined reference period. What is the reference period here? It is a treatment start date and treatment end date. So it is a RF-STDTC and RF-ENDTC. So based on this, we can see the values in the AE, ENR, ENRF. And we have another variable. These are actually time point variable we can call. We have, I want to describe this one first, then we will discuss about the AE, ENRTPT, AE, ENTPT. So in the AE, ENRF, it is a reference period of the treatment start date and end date. But in the AE, ENTPT, it is a specific time. Okay, it is a specific date and time or any particular event. So here we will compare the adverse event status with respect to particular date or particular visit. But for the AEENRF, we will compare with respect to the start time and end of the reference period. So based on the AE-ENTPT, we will determine the values for the AE-ENRTPT. So that's why you can see end relative to the reference time point. It is identifies the end of the event before or after the reference time point defined by the AE-ENTPT. So AE-ENRTPT values defined based on the AE and TPT, but AE ENRF values will be defined by the RFSTDTC and RFENDTC, and these timing variables are permissible variables. and you can read the assumptions very carefully. So SDTM IG 3.2 gave the AE definition here, followed by the different variables, important variables they described and gave here, and these are very important. Read once you complete the variables description. I clearly explained the each and every variable, and read this assumption so that you will get good understanding on the adverse event section, and also try to read the examples here. You consider this is your data set in the theory level, and you can see why this values is populated, why this values has not populated. Just think and based on the variable values. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the next session, and please go through the each and every table. And adverse event is very important, one of the safety domain, and please understand very carefully and let me know if you have any doubts. We will discuss on the another domain in the next session. As I said, I will provide my trainings in the different sections. I will provide only base SAS training also, and I will take only provide the advanced SAS or clinical section. I will try to give special training for the engineering students or mathematical students for the domain knowledge purpose. I will give training SDTM, IG, and ADAM specifically 30 days for the domain knowledge training. Without any programming also I can explain, and also I will provide the coaching with the base, advanced, clinical, SDTM, and ADAM IG guidelines. Thank you.